Among the historical places that can be found in London, there is Eldon House, the oldest house in the city. In this museum, we can still see the traditions and treasures from the Harris family, who lived there for more than 120 years in 4 generations.
The Harris family actually lived in Eldon House for 4 generations, from 1834 down to 1959. They're kind of important because they were some of, I don't want to say the founding members of London, but they were some of the upper class here in the community and really impacted London, its social structure, and even in some ways some of the politics.
Among the exhibitions that we can find during the year, there is a Victorian Christmas special. Throughout December, the Eldon House is transformed and transports us 2 centuries back.
So throughout the month of November, the staff have been working hard at gathering greeneries and putting together our displays for our Victorian Christmas tradition.
We can see well-known traditions such as the use of the Christmas tree in Victorian times.
This actually then became a bigger tradition in the Victorian era when the Queen Victoria had a very first Christmas tree in her home. And this was depicted in a newspaper.
Gifts are no exception in this presentation.
So under the tree at Eldon House, we have a many variety of gifts. Many of them would be given to children, women, and men. But when it comes to children receiving gift, there was sometimes a short rhyme as well. So they would be given 3 gifts: something to eat, something to play, something to read, and something they need.
And of course, the feast and the delicious dishes of the time are presented from the side of the family as well as for the servants.
So here we are in the dining room of Eldon House, and right now we're set up for kind of the family Christmas. So the place setting here is a lot more elaborate than anything you would see in our servants area. The Harris family would have a set menu for their meals, including their holiday ones. Servants would have some of the same foods because, of course, the cook is preparing both for the family and for the servants, but theirs would be a little bit more simple, and theirs would also be made second, and theirs would be eaten later. So if the family was eating at 8 o'clock at night, the servants would have to wait until the family had finished eating and everything had been cleaned up before they ate their food.
This is not just a story about Christmas, it's about tradition, local history, and the past. We need to understand more about our history as a city to understand more our people now. For FNN, this is David Gomez.